I'm Al Sutherland with your Mesonet Weather Report. Cooler temperatures and a chance of rain are usually good news in Oklahoma in May. Unfortunately for Oklahoma's farmers, high winds and low rainfall have dashed hopes for even an average crop. Our last rain event was a non-event for much of the state. In areas east of a line from Pauls Valley to Okmulgee to Miami, rain amounts range from 1 to over 3 inches. Unfortunately, west of that line, rain could have been measured with an eyedropper. This year's wind is reminiscent of 2011. A map of maximum wind gusts from Monday, May 12th, showed gusts in the 30s for much of Oklahoma. The gold numbers were wind gusts 40 miles an hour or higher. To look at winds over a longer time, here's a graph of average wind speed for El Reno, smoothed to show wind trends. Comparing the 15-year wind average, the gray fill, to this year in April and May, the red line, we can see how winds have trended higher than average since mid-April. Since then, this year's El Reno wind speed averages have been even higher than those in 2011, the gold line. Those high wind speeds take a toll on plants and animals. Here's Gary with a check on our drought status.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Al. It's great to be back on Sunup. Of course, when drought gets busy, so do I. So I've been traveling the state, talking to people, looking at things, and yes, drought is very much a problem in Oklahoma. So let's start out with a look at the latest U.S. Drought Monitor map. So drought continues rampaging through the western half and most of northern Oklahoma, while southeastern Oklahoma has actually seen a little bit of improvement over the last couple of weeks with the nice rainfalls that they've seen. You can see just how nasty things are from the year-to-date rainfall maps from the Oklahoma Mesonet. From the halves in southeastern Oklahoma, with nearly 19 inches across the Florida and McCurtain counties, to as little as 0.7 inches in the far western panhandle, and barely more than that across the important wheat-growing areas of north central Oklahoma. When you look at the departure from normal map from the same time period, the deficits over that period range from 2 to 4 inches across the panhandle, because they see less rainfall in general, to more than 10 inches across north central and northeastern Oklahoma. Now let's take a view from space. This is the Vegetation Health Index for May 14th, 2014 from the USDA. Basically, if you see the oranges or reds, that indicates poor health index for the vegetation. And as you can see from this image, across western Oklahoma, much of north central and even eastern Oklahoma, and of course around the region, things are just not doing well at all. Now this last image is a percentage of the poor to very poor winter wheat across the major wheat producing states, and unfortunately Oklahoma leads those states with 75% of their wheat in poor to very poor conditions, as indicated by the National Agricultural Statistics Service. So the same unfortunate story that we've been talking about all year long. We just need rainfall. They get it in the southeast, but we really need that to shift to the west. So here's hoping for rainfall in the next few weeks before we hit summer. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.